Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to get the show back on the digital road. Opening weekend is now finally upon us.
It's time to get rocking. First off, let's take a look at one of our squads, Toronto Ultra.
I thought it was in the beginning as well.
You ready, Cam? Mm-hmm. That's one there.
Two dead. That's all. Just go straight. Dead.
Oh my gosh, man.
So the off-season was pretty hectic to begin with. Straight after champs, obviously we were looking to decide on our roster moving into the new season, and we made the decision that we wanted to stick with the core that we had last season because we were an upward trending roster and we were playing really well. We kind of locked that in pretty quickly, and this season obviously CDL announced that they were moving to a 4v4 format, which kind of required some reduction in the roster naturally, in the starting roster.
It's such an exclusive club to be in. You know, there's only 12 teams in the whole world in this league, and I'm a part of one of them. And we're the most unique because we are in Canada. We're the only team in Canada, and it's just surreal, to be honest.
You know, I couldn't ask for a better group.
Obviously, with it going to 4v4, I think the teams now is like a lot more, like there's just, everyone's more stacked. Like there wasn't really any free games anyways, but I feel like now there's definitely no like, quote unquote easy games. Like everyone is a hard game. I don't feel like anyone knows what's going to happen.
I think it's going to be a super competitive season. I think that loads of teams are able to compete, and I think there are some dark horses. I'd describe us as a dark horse. I think on our day we can compete with any one of those teams, so I'm looking forward to getting into the competition really.
I feel like people are looking down on us even though we showed what we could do last year. I definitely feel like people are underestimating us, and I feel like we're way better than what people think we are.
Going into Florida, I think we're pretty confident, and scrims we're looking good. I think our search and destroy has been one of our main priorities, and we've been putting a lot of effort into that, and we feel we're ready for that matchup.
I know they are a good team, especially in the show match when they beat FaZe. Like, FaZe are a top team, so I know they bring a lot when it comes to game time, but I feel like we've got the players that can match them pretty easily.
You getting the boys gassed up? Yeah, Helix. He has no idea what's going on.
Yo, Helix, get the music pumping again. Get them going. It's game day.
Let's go. It's been too fucking long, son.
Yeah, we're back on the local, boys. Let's get it. The correct rotations, the correct setups, and then that's where our talent reveals. That's when Killer Cam comes through. That's when Zen comes through with the beams from range. That's when Toby gets up mixing in your face, and that's when Ben does shoots them in the back. Chat.
45 seconds, sirs.
22.
You build it up to break it halfway through.
Against Florida, we knew that they're a very talented individual squad, but the map set we got is sort of favoured towards us.
It feels like that sort of LAN environment where we're all playing together as one.
We've always been a top tier team when it comes to slaying. It's not really much difference to me. Like, we played Florida in scrims a couple of times, and we've obviously played well against them.
We went in prepared, knew what they're going to come in with.
Tell production, Tony's in, he said let's get it going, all right?
It is time to get into the game. Best of 5 starting off. We're kicking it off on Garrison. Tyson, top green across the bridge.
Yeah, he got me.
Nice. CleanX that's cleaning up too, and he is a talent, and he is fun to watch. But yes, all done by Ultra, just a few points needed to close it out. They're in the point, that'll do it. Another hard point victory coming through for Ultra.
5 seconds left. Methodz is able to find one. Methodz is able to find two. The plant doesn't even come in. The beams from the main AR in Toronto Ultra, and they're gonna take a 2-0 lead. Nice shots. Now that Toronto Ultra, they have to go, and that's just not gonna happen. A defensive round win finally comes in. Florida gets us to a map number 4.
who gives a fuck, like it's just more practice, right? Like we were up 2-0, obviously we had a control map that probably should have went our way in hindsight, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. The comms are just screw that map, but let's go on to the next one. We have a strong map coming up. I think we have a lot of strong maps in this game, luckily.
With just 5 points needed to close out the victory. Into the point go Ultra. That should likely seal the deal, and there it is, Ultra. They get their first match victory here for our second year of the CDL. Our opening weekend in Ultra thus far, including kickoff weekend, are perfect in hardpoint. And it has been fun to watch, man. This team's got potential.
On the maps we won, comms were great, vibes were flowing, everything was just going the way it should be.
The 180 against guys, like in the moment, like you're just like, oh my god, what the hell has just happened? Like how have I just smoked him that bad? And like when it happened, I was thinking, hopefully I was on camera, because I was like, oh my god, I've just absolutely world starred him.
When I seen Bance like having big moments like that on Crossroads, that you know the energy and the team is gonna be bouncing up and everyone else is going to start frying. You've seen Toby having great moments as well there. I think that those sort of moments sort of energise the whole team and can allow the whole team to perform better. We also had a great victory at the start of last season, and I think that that's the one thing that's fresh in my mind, so I want to continue to stay focused on that and progress forward.
And that just cannot happen!
No, it cannot.